Hello everyone, and here the little French in Big Texas. Welcome to my channel. So I'm still on the recovery side, but doing well. And as I'm still recovering, this is my second video on the current state of the healthcare system based on my experience. So a week ago I had to go to the urgent care, which was not a pleasant experience, discovering that it's very short-staffed and equipment is not necessarily working. If you want to check out that video, I will put a link on the top of the screen. But here my experience has been on the minute clinics. So I'm in the greater Houston area, and there used to be a lot of minutes clinics, mostly CVS and Walgreens, and you had plenty of choice around here without having to drive more than 10 minutes. And when I say plenty of choice, is either provider, but also the ability to just walk in without making an appointment. You had the computer, you could just sign in, enter your information, and be seen by a nurse practitioner, usually within 10 to 30 minutes max. So wait time was really not that bad. So here I still have a lingering ear infection, probably needing some antibiotic, and wanted to see a doctor. And I thought, well, why not try the minute clinic? It's half price compared to the urgent care, and it's just a walk in, walk out, easy way. What a surprise. What a surprise. I'm glad I first looked on the internet. And what I discovered is that there were very few minute clinics left around here. I mean, probably about just CVS, 5 within 45 minutes drive. So it's really enlarging the drive. Within 10 minutes, there was only one left. One. And when I went to check in online, because that was the other option, it was to check in online, there was no availability for 2 full days. So it was Wednesday, and the first availability on Wednesday morning was on Friday afternoon. 2 full days, that was it. They referred me to the other clinics that were further out, but they were just as booked. So that was a surprise. So I did some research, and I was wondering, where is Walgreens? Where are the other minutes clinics? And what I discovered is that a lot had shut down. Walgreens pretty much closed all their minutes clinic in 2019 toward the end of the year. So before even the COVID started, they closed it. CVS continued, but it's also a matter of whether it's a profitable business for these pharmacies. And then you've got a few other brands, like Kroger has some, Walmart has some, depending on where you are in the countries. So I started looking, what else do I have here? So first looked at Kroger. I typed my zip code, and the closest one for me is actually in Tennessee. So it's kind of far out to drive if you're sick, right? But that was it. So it's very local. Kroger, they have it in Tennessee and Kansas. I think it's just a few states. I did a research as well on H-E-B, the local Texas brand, and they do have a few in Texas. And there is one in Houston, but only one in the whole city of Houston. So not much. Same for Austin, just one for the whole city. San Antonio has a few, but that is it. It's not that many. And I kept looking, and that's the same conclusion for all the providers. These minute clinics are gone. Gone. There's not much choice left. Now you're left with the urgent care, which is much more expensive, and at least from what I see in the area, very short-staffed and not the best care. So just wanted to share the experience. I don't know if you see the same in your area, but I imagine if this is the case in Houston, which is a pretty large city with a pretty good healthcare system, I'm afraid it's just the same in the rest of the country. So if you can put a comment, share your experience, I would definitely appreciate. I wanted to share mine because this is not going in the right direction. Because if you want to see your general doctor, because I do have a family doctor, but she's booked for the next 3 weeks, pretty much. even if you call the office for an emergency, I mean, if it's an emergency, go to the urgent care or emergency room. If it's not an emergency, you're sick, well, you better not be very sick because you're gonna have to wait. So it's concerning, guys, really concerning. You don't want to get sick, pretty much. That's the world we live in, huh? Just be prepared. Thank you all for watching. And here's some very interesting data I found on the internet. So this is the number of retail clinics by chain locations in 2019. So then CVS represented 52%, followed by Walgreens, 400 clinics that disappeared for Walgreens. Next you find Kroger, which for me the closest one being Tennessee. I'm not too sure where the 225 are. But just to give you an idea here of what we have and how much we have, what's left. It explains the wait time, why CVS is so fully booked. So a day later, I tried to stop by my local Minute Clinic, CVS, to see how it was inside. So first I tried taking pictures, but the security guy did not like it too much, so he came over and asked me how he could help, because pictures were not allowed. So I gently asked him how the Minute Clinic worked here, because I used to go, there used to have two rooms on the side with computers to log in, and now they've completely redesigned the store. There is a much larger area with 4 rooms for the Minute Clinic, but out of the 4 rooms, only one was busy with an appointment in progress. And then the welcome checking was totally empty. You had some very neat, white, clean desks, but nobody there, no nurse, nobody to check you in, and no computer either to check you in. So I asked him, how does it work? I wanted to walk in, go to the clinic, and it looks like it's closed. There's nobody around, no computer to register. And he said, yeah, we keep calling it a walk-in clinic, but it really isn't anymore. You cannot walk in. You have to register online and book your appointment. We extended our services so much and we are so busy, you need to do it online. So to be honest here, so busy with only 1 room in progress, to me it looks like they're completely understaffed. They might have just 1 or 2 nurse practitioners rotating, and that is it. So I told him, I looked online, but you got over 48 hours wait time to get an appointment. And he said, yeah, that's a good average nowadays. Like, wow. All right. So that is it. Very neat, much cleaner, with enlarged services, but very limited staff, nobody to check you in, and maybe just 1 nurse practitioner in there. And like I mentioned, that's the only one very close, within the 10 minutes around the area, where we used to have a lot more than that in the past. So very interesting visit, very few pictures, even I could not take pictures, but wanted to share my experience. I hope it's better in your area, but somehow I doubt it. The short staffing is everywhere.